what you have here is this chart of Nifty, right? And you can see that ever from December onwards, the Nifty gave a nice one-way rally that went up, right? The market was going up, and suddenly, just like that, in a matter of 5 days, we saw a full V-shaped decline in the market, didn't we? Right? All of us, we saw this real V-shaped decline in the market, which took many people by surprise, right? So that is what I have tried to explain in this particular article on how you can, engage with the market at such times when you have a V-shaped decline, and what you could have done, and how you should, use the various pages of NeoTrader to take advantage of this fall, right? So the first thing, what happens is that when we see a V-shaped fall in the market, considering that the market was in an uptrend year, most of us would have entered that fall with long positions, right? All of us would have been long. And when something like this happens, it is but obvious that all the longs that were here would have faced some losses, right? So now, okay, avoiding this fall is on next to impossible. If you were long here, you would have, ended up losing some money when the market fell over here, right? Predicting that, avoiding that may or may not be possible for most of us. But what we can do at such times is react to the fall, right? And the way you react when this happens makes all of the difference, right? For reacting better, a couple of points I have mentioned here is the first thing that you need to do is you need to be disciplined about your stop loss, right? Normally, I've seen this, and I also speak to many of you who are here, is like what I see and what I hear from you people is that, oh, I was long, then the market started falling, और मेरा बहुत लॉस हो गया, और इतना लॉस क्यों हुआ? अरे नहीं, मैंने स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाया. बट स्टॉप लॉस तो था, आपको दिया गया, आपको स्टॉप लॉस नहीं, मैंने स्टॉप लॉस नहीं लगाया, वो नीचे गया. आई थॉट एवरी डे यू थॉट दैट आज the market will come up, I shouldn't put stop loss today, it fell more. Then on day 2, नहीं, आज आएगा ऊपर. Day 3 it fell more, day 4 it fell more, day 5 it fell more, and you have not put only any stop loss. You don't put stop loss, you face the possibility of having a really big loss, right? And that brings me to the second point, is you need to avoid big losses at all costs, right? See, when you put stop losses, right, you are having this, it helps you get out at a smaller loss. But when you don't put stop losses, because of that you end up taking a big loss. And what happens more often is, I know that at many times you don't feel like exiting, right? You don't feel like exiting at a big loss, so we convert that position into investment, and we sit down in that position, नहीं कभी तो ऊपर आएगा, कभी तो ऊपर आएगा. और उसमें क्या होता है, you're stuck, your capital is stuck, your trade is stuck, you're just staring at the screen daily, right? So it's a very sort of unhappy position to be, which can very easily be avoided if you put very strict stop losses, right? Then a third and most important thing, play the downside, right? Like, there is this saying in the market that the market takes a long trek upwards, but it takes an elevator downwards. What does that mean? कि यार मार्केट को ऊपर जाने के लिए कभी कभार बहुत दिन लग जाता है, पर जब गिरता है ना तो फट करके गिरता है. So at such, like even here you see the number of bars it took up. If you take the same position, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, almost a whole month it took for that rise. But this entire fall came in 5 days, right? 5 days. So when such falls happen, you can actually make money when this market falls down like this, right? You can actually make money with this by going short, right? And by going short, it becomes very easy, because at that time when the market is falling so fast, right? All stocks are falling, and if you only ensure that you are there and you are shorting the right stocks, you can end up making some very good money, right? And once you take all of these short trades, what happens is that, you know, एक तो आप long term you would have made some losses, you will be able to make back that losses very fast, right? Second, from these short trades you can earn extra money also by going short. So it is very important to play a downside of the market. I know it is very difficult, and the most difficult part is when you're going with a long bias, suddenly to sort of drop that and start going short is very difficult. That is why we have created this software called NeoTrader, which you all are using, and you should make use of that. Like, for example, if you see, let us pick this date when the market started falling, right? Ye date kya hai? It is 18th January. Okay, 18th Jan onwards the market started falling. If you wanted to make money in the market after 18th, then you should have been short, right? If you were long, you would have lost a lot of money if you were long. So now if I go back to the multi-day page, and if I go to the 4th or I think 6th page tak, if I go piche mein jaun na, I'm finding a lot of trades over here. Yeah, right here. And if I see here 18th, if I go to page number 8, I'm finding the 18th Jan. Ye apna, this is the date, 18th of January. Let me just turn it off. Yeah, here you go to, yes. So I hope all of you all can see the screen here. Right here you can see this. It says 18th of January, all of these dates, 18th, 19th, and you will see here that they are, all of them were short trades, right? So what does that mean? That means that you had to start going short on from 18th onwards. And here you found all these trades that NeoTrader picked out and gave you that you could have taken, right? And if I go here and if I see this, all these trades have gone and hit T3 met, T3 met, T3 met, T2 met, T3 met. All of them have gone and hit their targets, right? Like, why did that happen? Because of following the trend in the market. If the trend in the market is downwards, you need to be short, and you need to immediately start taking those short trades to take advantage of that. The example that I'm giving you now is from the multi-day page, but if you go to the intraday page also and see, you would have seen that many short trades came. All of them went and hit their targets, which you could have taken advantage of. Similarly, you go to the next page, you will see the same thing, short trades, so many different short trades, and you could have taken all of them, have gone and hit their target, right? So it is most important to play the downside, right? And you could have done that very easily using NeoTrader. So over here, it is explained in far more detail in this particular article, which has been posted on the blog. So I think after this webinar, all of you guys can go and read this article in detail, and don't just read it, go and apply that in the market, right? एक साथ आपको इतना सारा short trade मिला, आपको daily short trade मिला, very easily you could have made money in the market, right? I know when a V-shaped turn happens, everyone lose money. Everyone in the market, जो भी expert है, जो भी top trader है, सब लोग, everyone lose money in the market everywhere. But when you react like this, and if you had taken all the trades that came here, if you had put the stop loss properly, in spite of this whole thing, you would have ended up with a very high amount of profit, right? Even in this fall, you would have ended up with high amounts of profits. And that is why this particular article has been published. And that is why I want all of you to go and read this article. If you go to our website, there is this section called blogs. You can, just go there and you can read this. If you just go to our NeoTrader homepage, I think Herald, you're asking me how to go here. There is this thing called blog. If you just click on blog, you will see that this is the first article that is written here, and you can read this whole article.